Tonight on the National Rundown, a Massachusetts man finds himself on the wrong end of a bull. Controversy over the death penalty in Arkansas, and Pepsi finally gained some real-life advertising thanks to the mayor of Portland.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate, and it's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchool.com.
Welcome to the National Rundown. I'm David Kincaid.
And I'm Jennifer Spencer. Earlier today, Republicans dropped the bomb on Senate as they decide to go nuclear. In response to the Democrats' filibuster on Supreme Court Justice pick Neil Gorsuch, Democrats blocked Gorsuch from receiving the 60 votes before. Republicans decided to take a historic step in lowering the vote threshold, meaning that Gorsuch will only need the majority vote. The majority vote in the Senate is 51. Republicans outnumbered Democrats 52 to 48.
Now, hear how a Massachusetts man survived with a run-in with a bull.
It's not something you hear about every day.
No, I've never heard of it happen around here before.
Where Deputy Fire Chief Ed Loach tells Western Mass News that a 52-year-old man was playing with his bull, a bull he had for about 3 years. The victim went to go fix his fence, and that's when the bull charged.
Oh my God, I can't believe that would happen here in town. Really?
Loach says the bull charged twice, at one point throwing the man 7 feet into the air. The man was able to get back to his barn, and at that point his wife called police. He was life-flighted to Bay State Hospital around 3:30 and suffered from internal, non-life-threatening injuries. Residents in town say this is unusual.
Most bull around here actually stay, within their grounds, but I've never heard of anybody trampled around town.
Kyle Lucier says he worked on 2 farms around town, and this is certainly a first for him.
Cattle, it does happen, absolutely. Very unlikely, though. All depends on how you treat your animals. And horse is definitely possible if you're riding horse. It's not uncommon to get kicked by a horse regardless, so it's definitely possible that it could happen, but I've never heard of a bull around here that's had any incidents with people.
6, camera 2 and 5. Go. The NFL draft will touch down in Philly on the 27th through the 29th. While this leaves local football fans excited for the visit, other Philadelphians view it as another parking hassle. The first of the parking restrictions in Center City, Philly, have started and will continue in May. Other restrictions will take place Monday, April 10th.
Amazon plans to add new part-time jobs. The online retail giant has announced a plan to add 30,000 part-time positions. Most of the jobs will be in the fulfillment center and customer service areas. Positions will be open all over the country. The hiring frenzy is expected to boost the company's workforce by 75%, and most of the workers will be working more than 20 hours per week. This will qualify them for multiple benefits, including insurance, life insurance, disability, dental, and vision coverage, and funding towards medical insurance.
And now here's Matt Cass with sports.
The Masters began today in Augusta, Georgia, but Dustin Johnson won't be in the field. The #1 ranked player in the world slipped and injured his back while walking up a flight of wooden stairs on Wednesday. He tried to make his tee time today, but soreness forced him to quit. The U.S. women's national hockey team continues its push for gold in Plymouth, Massachusetts. After steamrolling through the opening round of group play at the 2017 Women's World Championship, the team faces Germany with a berth in the final on the line. The other semifinal game pits Canada against Finland. Baseball's back, and so are the massive home runs. In the opening week of the season, multiple players have hit grand slams, including Jock Peterson of the Los Angeles Dodgers and Francisco Lindor of the Cleveland Indians. It remains to be seen, however, if the hot streak continues league-wide. And speaking of baseball, St. Louis Cardinals player Stephen Piscotty was plunked 3 times while rounding the bases. The first was a wild pitch that struck him in the elbow. The second was an errant throw that got him in his other elbow. And the third and final throw hit him in the helmet as he was running for home. Talk about a triple play. That's all for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Next, find out what Hollywood producer is trying her hand in government.
A United States judge halts one of the 8 executions Arkansas planned over the second half of April. Jason McGee's sentence is being reconsidered after a recent vote of clemency. The remaining executions will go as planned on April 17th.
Here's Cody Decker with the latest entertainment news.
Thank you, Jennifer. Brad Pitt attends the Lost City of Z premiere alone. This appearance comes as a surprise to many since Pitt has not been seen publicly since his divorce with Angelina Jolie in fall of 2016. However, Pitt is an executive producer of the film. According to reports, Pitt was not open to answering any questions from the media, but looked as if he was happy to be there. He and Jolie are on somewhat better terms in trying to co-parent their children. Jay-Z and Weinstein Company partner for a docu-series on Trayvon Martin. The series Rest in Power, the Trayvon Martin story, will be a 6-part event on Paramount Network, the rebranded name of Spike TV, come January of 2018. The story centers around the night of Zimmerman and Martin's altercation and will premiere in 2018. In a statement, Jay-Z says he and Weinstein Company are grateful for the Martin family to work with them to be able to, quote, share the truth to the world. Finally, one of the funniest men to ever step in front of a microphone passes away. Don Rickles died in his home Thursday because of kidney failure. He had many career paths but found his home in comedy in the 1960s and 70s. He is best known for his appearance on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson in 1965 and the Dean Martin Celebrity Roast, which ran from 1974 to 1984 on NBC. Rickles was 90 years old. That's all for entertainment. I'm Cody Decker. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Cody. And now, here is Elisa Harris with the World News Minute.
Over 70 people, including children, died on Tuesday in Syria from one of the worst chemical bombings they had in years. Russia has challenged President Donald Trump to set out a strategy against President Bashar al-Assad, who Trump claims is responsible for the attack. Yesterday, President Trump said this attack has crossed the lines because innocent children and babies have died. There are several hundred U.S. Special Operations troops in Syria advising forces to array against the Islamic State, also referred as ISIS. A U.S. attack on the Syrian regime could prompt Bashar al-Assad to target American troops. Speaking of crossing the lines, has Pepsi crossed the line with their new ad starring Kendall Jenner? The new ad shows Kendall handing over a Pepsi to police officers, which was borrowed imagery from the Black Lives Matter movement. Pepsi responded by apologizing to those who were offended and also Kendall Jenner. L. Harris, formerly organizer for Black Lives Matter, said the commercial plays down on sacrifices of people who have historically taken utilizing protests. That's all for the World News Minute. My name's Elisa Harris. Back to you guys at the desk.
MTV has given one of their premier annual events a facelift, as the MTV Movie Awards now become the MTV Movie and TV Awards. The network has broken down the gender wall with exclusively non-gendered categories, meaning Emma Watson will go up against Hugh Jackman for top performance honors. The new format will now include separate categories for TV in addition to film. The inaugural telecast, hosted by actor and comedian Adam Devine, will air live on Sunday, May 7th.
An attack in the Syrian province of Idlib has taken the lives of dozens of civilians. Analysis of the chemicals dropped points to the use of sarin gas in the attack, with responsibility being placed on Syria's President Bashar al-Assad. Russian President Vladimir Putin is standing by Assad, although the attack has drawn rebuke from multiple world leaders, including President Donald Trump.
Shonda Rhimes has become national board member of the Planned Parenthood. You might know Shonda as the woman behind Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and How to Get Away with Murder. Cecile Richards, president of Planned Parenthood, says that the organization could benefit off the creative energy and storytelling ability to educate the public about Planned Parenthood. Rhimes believes that this isn't just a woman's issue and that it is silly to think a woman's health doesn't concern men. Rhimes was serving on the board of the Los Angeles chapter of the organization.
The owner of Krispy Kreme Donuts is buying another chain that is built around healthy eating, Panera Bread. JAB, the company in charge, announced the $7 billion deal Wednesday to get Panera and turn it into a private company. Panera is different from other popular fast food restaurants and one of the first to distance itself from high fructose corn syrup. Ron Seish, Panera's chief executive, said one of the biggest attractions to JAB's deal was to take Panera private.
The NCAA Men's Basketball Championship game takes the spotlight. Number 1 seeded North Carolina outlasted fellow number 1 seed Gonzaga by a score of 71-65. This was the Tar Heels' 6th national championship. Joel Berry, the second, was named MVP, leading the Tar Heels with 22 points.
Coming up next, Jessica Mounts shares her opinion on celebrities.
A protester pulls out a Pepsi to give to Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler. This action was inspired by the commercial featuring Kendall Jenner, and the court escorted him out after warning him not to do that. The man claims he was a journalist with the Boston Herald, but the newspaper says they have no record of the man being employed there.
Pepsi's global message about unity, peace, and understanding did not get the reaction they hoped for. Kendall Jenner gave a Pepsi to an officer with a group of protesters, and the company was accused of appropriating the Black Lives Matter movement and using social justice to sell soda. The company has announced they did not mean to take light of any serious issue and didn't mean to put Jenner in that position.
Now here is Jessica Mounts with her opinion on celebrities.
Thanks, guys. So I always find myself thinking, why do people care so much about celebrities? It's literally the craziest thing to me that some people obsess and follow their every move. So-and-so wore this last night. Can you believe it? No, I can't. This whole cultural infatuation with the famous is getting out of hand, and it's becoming slightly pathetic. People are losing their sense of self and falling in love with people that they've never even met before. Yeah, but I know who they are. No, you don't. You've seen them a few times on an interview saying some nice things. Don't you think they know they're on camera? But that's just in my opinion. I'm Jessica Mounts. Back to you guys at the desk.
After the break, we'll hear from Dina with the weekend weather.
And I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. My love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Now here's Dino with the weekend weather. Dino?
Hello, Rowan University. I'm Dino El Nino Arantulis, and I'm your local meteorologist. So I know today it wasn't the best of days, but I promise you it will get better. Today, the low temperature is going to be 60 degrees. The rain should stop, but there will be clouds in the area. Now let's take a look at your 5-day forecast. So tomorrow, Friday, the high temperature is going to be 48 degrees, low 35. The sun won't come out yet, but there will be clouds in the area with some wind. On Saturday, high temperature 59, low 39. The sun is going to come out, but it's going to be windy. On Sunday, high temperature 67, low temperature 35. It will be sunny, but a few clouds in the area. On Monday, it's going to get even warmer, high 78, low 55, but there'll be afternoon clouds. On Tuesday, it's going to get a tad bit warmer, high 80, low 57, but it will not be sunny. It will be partly cloudy. So that's your 5-day forecast. Now let's take a look at your weather window. So now at the weather window, we have this picture here that I took this morning before 11 a.m. This is a picture of the walkway in between the Kimball Library and Savitz Hall. As you can see here, not too many students are walking outside, as you know, they're trying to stay indoors for the rain. Now, this picture is the picture of the baseball field behind Bozorth Hall. The baseball game was canceled due to the weather, so the officials, by the time the game started, they already had everything all set up, so you know that was good. And now this is a picture outside the front steps of Bozarth, just to make sure that when you walk on our campus tonight, to watch out for these puddles, because due to the rain, these small crevices, they fill with water, so you know you don't want to fall down. So now, Dave and Jennifer, tomorrow it should be cloudy, but towards the weekend, the sun's going to come out.
Well, the weather wasn't great today, but it's a great day because it's Dino's birthday. Happy birthday, Dino!
Happy birthday, Dino!
Thank you.
You have any plans tonight to celebrate your birthday?
Not really. You know, I'm a pretty, quiet guy.
Having a great day?
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it.
We're glad to hear that. I hope you have a great weekend, too.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, that is going to do it for the National Rundown. I'm David Kincaid.
And I'm Jennifer Spencer. We'll see you next time.